Alright guys, welcome back to FlipSid TV here for the DreamHack Winter 2014 secondary stream for the Counter-Strike Global Offensive with me, DDK, and Avela. And we've got the last match of Group D, which will decide the group. And Na'Vi, FlipSid, will be playing for the spot, the second spot, and behind Virtus Pro to go to top 8. It's a hugely important match, and it's all going to be decided here on Overpass. Yeah!
Overpass.
I got a little bit excited there, sorry about that.
Decoy.
So Na'Vi going to be able to start off on the CT side. Definitely the favored side on Overpass. We'll have to see what FlipSid have to bring to the table to compete.
These lower tier teams really need to practice their knife rounds. I mean, no underdog team has won a knife round yet.
It's true.
Yeah. They're going for the A site push, which we don't see a lot of on the eco round. Usually they just go straight for the B push. And Guardian's going to be in a really nice position to get one frag on Berg. Will be shot down by BENDJI. Quick revenge kill there. Edward coming in the site to try and stop them from pushing in. Beautiful play by Dumas, but Seized will have an exchange as he takes down BENDJI here. Zende. Oh, right in the face with that Glock as the bomb will get planted. Zende and Dumas against starix. Starix has the armor, he goes straight for Dumas, makes it a 1v1 twice. He could win this clutch, goes straight for the defuse. Oh, he's actually... Defuse, pulls out, does quite a lot of damage on starix. Starix now pushes right for him, he doesn't have a lot of time. Will he be able to get the defuse? He should be able to.
He's got this.
And they should have, the thing is, they, at that kind of situation, they should have just waited. And they should have just played the time game. It was 2-on-1. The bomb was planted. You were against one CT who's coming in from the B site. Play it with the time. Why not?
Play the time, yo. Play the time. Someone needs to buy him a wristwatch. Perhaps he has no concept of time. Been a long cast. Been a long cast, alright?
Guys, you have to laugh at home. You have to laugh.
Please don't. Please don't entertain this. Don't enable me. It's very bad. Either way, FlipSid Tactics going with the obvious no investment really on the follow-up, just to see Zen a couple
Could have been
flashes.
a great start. It really could have been a great start.
It's fine though, getting the bomb down is fine. I mean, they can still have a buy after this. And they're still going to have an advantage against the Famases if they keep those alive. So, we're going to see now the push coming in onto the A side. If they're able to really accomplish that. Are they going to do it? Are they just running back around? Are they going to do that? That is, like, through connected to B, really? That is
what are they doing? Playing roly-poly?
It was so funny because the smoke went down. They just kind of like didn't stop running and just like running around the side of the map.
Nothing to do here. Just roll back over towards Upper Parkway.
I love it.
BENDJI's still here, holding the angle. And perhaps just keeping the pressure on the CTs. But he goes down. Actually, Dumas goes down to Guardian's M4. And he's getting picked off one by one. Edward. Really nice aim by Edward. I think what they wanted to do is they wanted to try and kind of get the CTs to rotate towards the A side and get the bomb planted on the B side. Fakes do not work on this map. This is a rule. The sites are right next to each other. If you fake, they can probably see you from the site faking from the other site. I mean, it doesn't work. 2-0. Na'Vi will get the second round, but a full buy coming up from FlipSid.
I want to see a fast play on B here. I think they need to get in quickly.
They're doing that. They're definitely doing that.
Before the grenades really come into play for Na'Vi. I mean, again,
I spoke to him.
Not very much in the way of grenades to work with for FlipSid Tactics. They're going to have to try to take, if not going to play it quickly, they have to take try to take a lot of map control. Sewers, the squeaky area, connector, make sure they got toilets as well. Just keep the presence felt all over the place. But Na'Vi, this is like Overpass. CTs can play very tight to the sites and still have fast rotation. So they're sticking with the safe stuff.
You can have 4 people on B site and just 1 on A site.
Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, I told you, you can see. You can actually see from the A site. Don't worry. But the thing is, that smoke came down on shot. It's actually a bit like, oh, really nice little boost there, but Edward misses the shots. And it's really tough for the Zeus because they have to look at so many levels, like right in front of him, above him, look up to the sky just in case there's like a drone firing at you. starix with a frag on BENDJI. Quick trade. It will be for the benefit of all the terrorists, however. It's 4-on-4. They're going for the boost now. Oh, he sees him! He gets the frag twist! Beautifully done! And I thought the person above him would get the frag, but actually Twist sees him. Molotov goes down just in case they tried to go for that fast short push. But they do have the man advantage here, FlipSid. And they're playing it really well. They're getting those picks, and they're taking their time. And so far, it's worked out for them. They have to do something soon, though, because they've only got 25 seconds left on the clock. Zeus pushing short. Pretty proactive, but he could open it up for the terrorist side. He gets the information. The T's are actually going towards the A site here. They'll try and get the bomb plant in the next 15 seconds. There is one terrorist moving towards shot. Zeus is going to be ready and waiting to make that frag on Twist. Guardian takes down Dumas. Berg and Zende with a frag each in return. And now it's only Zeus. Bomb will be planted in the last 4 seconds, and Berg will make the frag on Zeus regardless. Bomb planted. First buy round for FlipSid. Not looking bad for the Swedes.
Definitely not looking bad at all. Definitely an interesting round with all the boost shenanigans. That one frag was just brilliant. I mean, just
like a perfect angle.
The amount of spots and boosts that are possible on this map and that are still being discovered kind of blows my mind. And
it's going to turn into a platform and not an FPS anymore.
So they'll put this in I Want to Be the Bossy soon.
No, don't talk to me about that game.
Hey man, I am the Bossy.
Yeah, you finished it. Good for you. That's all I'm going to say.
I can put that on my CV.
You could, and they'll know that you're clinically insane for playing that game that long.
I think everybody really knows I'm clinically insane.
Yes, I don't disagree. Full buy from the CT side. FAMAS on seized, however, no head armor. It doesn't really need it in this kind of situation, as they are playing against AK-47s. 2-1. FlipSid playing it easy, playing for the picks, waiting for the CTs to push forward. And you can see that Na'Vi don't play the style where they go for that upper park and lower park control towards the A site. They stay quite deep. It's Guardian and seized. starix, Zeus, and Edward trying to hold the B side. And Edward's actually been able to push through towards from short towards the monster area, or the tunnel area. And so Twist has to be really careful here because Edward's right under him. He would not expect... Oh, a nice little spray down by Twist. He actually controls the spray after pre-firing and gets the headshot on Zeus. And that's really good. But Edward's there in support to return the frag. And that's really, really smart play by the CTs. You have to be able to trade the frags when you're in advanced positions. You lose a player, you get a frag back anyway.
It's really nice because actually Edward, with that position, is able to see all the way through to long, or monster, whatever you want to call it. And that enables him to actually know if it's going to be a B play, a big B play.
Yeah. Pushed through the smoke anyway. Should have been an easy frag for Dumas, who gets shot down. Zende will get another on Guardian. Now it's a 2-on-2 situation. They're exactly where they can throw down the nade. Beautiful nade by Berg. Bomb will be planted here. And again, it's starix in a 2v1 situation. Will he be able to overcome the FlipSid tactic players this time round, just like he did on the pistol round? Ooh, really nice movement by one of the T's. And the thing is, starix does see him, however. starix knows he's there. So he can't really have the element of surprise. He just catches sight of Berg. Berg has to hide. Play the time, lads. Zende turns around all the way, goes to the spiral staircase, makes the frag on starix regardless. 2-2. FlipSid equalize the score. Na'Vi are looking very, very rocky on this CT-sided map. Are we in for yet another upset here in DreamHack Winter? Will Na'Vi go out early in the group stages against FlipSid tactics?
Hey man, it's early days. Come on, it's only 2-2.
We're just speculating. We're just speculating. I was speculating.
I don't like it.
It's just speculation. I mean,
I don't like it, man.
It's 3-2 now. They're on an eco. FlipSid are playing good on overpass. There's no doubt about that.
Think about things that scare me.
Oh!
You know, if you did that in matchmaking, you get instantly banned from matchmaking. I did that once. Funny story.
Oh dear. That's quite a lot of damage on his team. It's not a great start.
And it's against multiple teammates, man. Don't mess with that.
Not earlier on in the round as well. It's worse when it's early in the round. Oh, starix is in a good position to get the return frag. Edward takes down Twist. I think I spoke a bit too soon, but Zende, regardless, will make the 2 frags. Well, from starix and Edward here. Seizes on his own. He gets a frag in return. They probably will win the round, but they have to be really careful here. Seized is not in a position to pick up a weapon. The bomb will be planted by BENDJI. They know exactly where he is. But 3 frags already on a full eco by Na'Vi. That's scary to think about. Very, very scary indeed. Dumas with his crosshair. Ready for seize. Be shot down by Dumas. FlipSid tactics make it 3-2. They are able to save 2 weapons as well, but they have money regardless. The economy is not that great for winning 3 rounds in a row.
It's absolutely not. Na'Vi not able to really purchase any orbs or anything like that. Would really want to see one in Guardian, but right now, something Na'Vi haven't been showing us. I mean, they haven't really had many rounds to play with as far as the guns go, but we really need to see some aggressive play mixed in by them. We've seen how great it can be to play offensively, and in fact, we are seeing it. We do have a bit of aggression into connector here from Zeus. He's got a great angle. There's the spray. He does get the first frag, but Berg is able to trade onto Guardian, so it's going well for them. Edward, thankfully for Na'Vi, is going to pick up an equalizing kill though, so it's a bit chaotic at the moment. And
it was a good exchange of frags for the terrorists, but that frag there will give the advantage for the CTs. Edward doesn't have a lot of HP. The bomb is still at T-spawn. And it seems like they'll be pushing towards the B site. Edward going for that information. He might be caught off guard, but actually he catches the terrorist off guard, throws down that smoke. He doesn't have a lot of HP.
Perfect smoke almost.
But, he doesn't count on the fact there's a see-through fence right next to it.
It's not that map knowledge though.
I mean, he tried to go for that, you know, just in the air, just creative play, but it kind of backfired.
And the way it's still 2-on-2 with the health advantage.
Ninja starix, he's coming up from behind. Zende has no idea. Oh, he turns around, he gets the frag, but Seized drops Dumas before the bomb's planted. There's still 30 seconds left on the clock. It's a 1v1 duel here between the two players, Zende against Seized. And I think Seized has the better angle here and will make the frag on Zende. 3-3. Na'Vi equalizing the score. The economy of FlipSid doesn't look too good at all. No bomb plant, and they're on about 3k actually, 1.4k on Twist. It means they have to go for an eco this time round. 2 CZs, one on Dumas and the other on Zende. They're going for some flashes and smokes. And I think in this kind of situation, they're probably just going to try and push towards the A site.
I really hope to see Na'Vi pushing more. We're going to see, actually, that's going to happen at least. Maybe get himself connected. Oh, no, maybe not.
No, it's
actually going to see. Okay, we'll go for
they're going straight in towards short here, the terrorists. They're interesting. They're trying to push short really fast. It's not the best idea. It's really easy to defend starix. Doing a crap load of damage on the terrorists there. Edward's finally finishing off Zende. And I think he was a bit too greedy there and gave away the Mag 7 to Berg. He finished off by starix before doing any more damage. Na'Vi make it 4-3 now. FlipSid unable to plant the bomb that round. They will have that loser bonus. They'll get a bit of money. Now full rifles on their side. Twist playing with the Galil, however, doesn't have enough money to get an AK.
This is a very scary map for Na'Vi to actually find themselves on. You definitely need that good CT half.
Yeah.
And once again, the push coming in from Na'Vi. Yep, they've got to keep seeing more aggressive plays they're taking. Along there.
Very, very aggressive in the A site. We've not seen this by Na'Vi. It's a really good call because the terrorists are pushing towards the A site. Exchange of frags. Zeus, a bit too aggressive there. He dies, but he gets one frag, but he dies. That's the thing, and it's not really benefiting for the CTs to make a 1-for-1 trade in any part of the round.
I feel like Overpass is one of the maps for CTs where it's not nearly as bad because they can have such quick rotations from A and B that they don't have to split on the sides so much, and that's the major reason why it gives T's the advantage. So that's one of the reasons as well why the aggressive play, just one of the small benefits the aggressive play has for CTs on this map, and which is one of the reasons again which I'm being conflicted by this map, but I really like it for that reason.
It's very different type of play on this map. Yeah. We can see a lot more dynamic and aggressive CT style play, and they can take a lot more risks. So, Twist going in, leading the charge. There's a Molotov on towards the site, and that's kind of going to force one of the Na'Vi players not to be able to be in a good position to stop that short push. Twist pushing right through the smoke to get one frag, gets the second take. Now both Edward and starix. Now it's a 2-on-3 situation. Bomb will be planted in at the B site. Guardian and Seized vying for control of the B site, going for the retake. Seized doesn't have a lot of HP. Really aggressive play here by Guardian, who's not had a chance to play with the AWP yet. The bomb has been planted. Oh, he catches Dumas, and that's a really important frag here by Guardian. Now it's a 1-on-2. Berg is in a really, really tough situation. He's able to make it a 1v1, but Guardian already takes him down to 19 HP. Guardian now has 2 flashes. Berg's backing away towards tunnel.
Oh, is he going to do it? Is he going to run all the way around? Maybe.
He's just going to try and keep Guardian guessing, but Guardian's the kind of player who will easily go for the defuse. He doesn't mind that.
Oh, he actually heard him.
I don't know what Berg was thinking, but he did an excellent job of holding him off enough so that he couldn't get defused, and I didn't notice that. It was really smart there by Berg. But I think Guardian should have just gone for the defuse then, because even if he got on the frag, he wouldn't have won the round.
It's a really hard spot to deal with. And 4-4 now the score, and we're starting to see Na'Vi with this aggressive play. It is actually paying off. They're having better rounds overall. Indeed. And the other thing that it does is you force the T's to actually use use grenades aggressively, and it lowers their resources for when they actually do take the site. So they have to take these positions away from you, and Guardian can do stuff like that as well. So there you go.
You don't normally see a player doing that. Just jumping forward with an AWP ever so nonchalantly and getting a headshot with the AWP. You can barely see the top of his head as well. You really have to have pinpoint accuracy with the AWP to do that. Seized, at the moment, only has a P250. Hasn't afford Can't afford a gun, but he's in a really good position to use that P250. Sees the shadow of the terrorist players, and he'll get an easy frag and pick up an AK-47 as Dumas goes down. This is a really good start here for the CT side. Terrorists, though, returning 2 kills ever so quickly, taking down both Edward and C's, as now they push towards the B side. BENDJI throwing in those flashes and short, as he has support coming in from along B, sorry. Twist with an entry frag in the site. It's 2-on-2. Guardian with the op. starix with a very, very crucial kill, taking down the bomb. So that should be the round here for Na'Vi. He gets the second frag. Great job there by starix. And Guardian was in support anyway, just in case he wasn't able to make that final kill. Na'Vi now 1 round ahead, 5-4, as FlipSid Tactics on this really CT-sided map are not doing a bad job with 4 rounds so far.
And the spot from C's there with the PT50, I heard Fifth Laren say that that's actually Forrest's favourite spot when he's got like a pistol in a situation like that. That's Forrest will always be there. Well, not necessarily always, but that's like his favourite spot. And you can see how powerful it was. I mean, it's quite a hard angle to actually prepare for. So nice job there. Na'Vi coming out with 2 players to the surviving at the end of that round and bringing things back slowly but surely. But they got to stop the rot right now.
Zeus with that Nova.
Building that money, building that bank. Going to be buying those Rolexes next round. Well, that's shotgun money.
He's going to buy his Royals. What did he say?
A Rolex.
Oh, his Rolex. Damn. Does the Rolex help your aim?
I don't know, but it sure looks
it gives
fine.
Yeah, it makes you see the time really well, so you'll never like flop with the bomb defuse.
Yeah, man. If someone needs a watch, it's Na'Vi.
It's true. They do need
someone needs to
I think they don't really need a Rolex.
Na'Vi.
They don't really need like a cool-looking watch. They just need a watch that works really well, like a digital clock that gives them, you know, warning sounds when the bomb needs defusing or when the round's about to end.
And there is that smoke that's very, very common from spawn that does smoke off
Great flash.
Oh, the tunnel is just now a graveyard.
Guardian gets 2 as well. Long B.
Oh my god.
Anyway, right in the face.
Beard first, that push. Beard first through
he
the
went
smoke.
in beard first, mate.
That's how he gets rid of the smoke. He just waves his beard around, gets rid of all the smoke instantly. Something only Edward can do.
Yeah.
Glorious ginger beard of his.
You think it gives him extra armor, that beard? Just defends him from some headshots. That'd be pretty interesting.
So we're starting to see Na'Vi really coming into their own with these pushes along the map. Now that they've got the money and utility to pull it off, it's working out very well. Guardian now switching things up. So they're going towards the park route. He's got himself on short here.
This is a really tough angle to hold with him out. It's really tough. I mean, Guardian is Guardian. He can do it, but there's no need to take those kind of risks. It'll definitely put FlipSid off balance. They would not expect Guardian to be there, but
that's the reason. But if he's got some mates to help him out, maybe with the
freeze. Beautiful, right through the wall. He lands the shot on Berg.
It feels almost like he's kind of alone here on the bomb site. That can't be the case, but
he's jumping all over the place. It makes it seem like there's 5 men in the bomb site. He's in short, gets that wall bang, pops down to lower.
Oh yes, no, maybe.
He misses a shot. Almost.
Almost. I wanted it to happen. I willing it to.
He's wall banging in with an orb. Beautiful.
Guardian is so active right now on this side with this orb. All over the place before finally going back towards A. And so his teammates are replacing him.
Actually, Twist is on 35 HP. I think he's going to hit through the wall. That nade. Edward getting 2 frags because of the softened up players that Guardian shot through the wall earlier on in the round. BENDJI there with a double to push into the side. And there will be a bomb plant. starix with the Molotov right where the bomb's planted. They don't have a lot of HP, and it's Dumas versus both Guardian and starix. He has to play it really smart here. Oh, he gets the frag on Guardian. Really nicely done by Dumas. It's 1-on-1 here. Just hide. You have the time working for you. starix is going to throw the smoke. He'll go for the peek. Now he's behind the pillar. starix can check to the left. He won't go through the smoke. Dumas, will he go through the smoke here? He hears him. He knows he goes for he's gone for the defuse. Oh my god. It's a game of musical chairs!
Oh, Dumas!
Really smart play by Dumas.
How did he pull that one off? Brilliant
barely
stuff.
survives with the AWP as well.
1 HP with the AWP on starix. That's a small consolation to a round that should surely have been won by Na'Vi. But
he should have just sprayed through the smoke if he thought he was in the smoke.
Was too cunning, too sly.
Too smart.
And unfortunately for Na'Vi, they're going to look at 5 rounds now for FlipSid instead of maybe what should have been an 8-4.
Yeah, so it's pretty good for FlipSid now. They've got money in the bank. They've got AKs and Galil on Twist.
But it's all about this man.
Here it is. Really aggressive. Can he get the pick? Flash. He's going to pull back. Smoke gets thrown down instead.
So far we're seeing a pretty nice setup here. Seized in a very nice position over by Party.
Oh, if they don't see him, he's going to do a lot of damage. But he gets one frag on Zende. They know he's there. Forcing himself back, but Twist will return the favor and get the frag back. He should have just backed away after that frag. This is the thing that Na'Vi don't do well on the CT side, is after they get a frag as a CT, they go for the second frag. They don't back away. Not like Dignitas. You know, and if they do back away after the frags, they probably will be in better positions as CTs, especially on overpass. But sometimes, I mean, greed works out sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I usually would agree with you, but in that spot, I actually felt like he had a really nice chance to make that frag. And because he was so deep, I mean, he was in a position where he can commit himself to make a couple frags. And it's just, and now that there's that 4 on the site, Twist is really low. Obviously, that risk didn't pay off for Seized. But Na'Vi is still fine. They're still fine. They got their 4 men spread across the 2 sites, and they're so close together. In comes the push, and Guardian is always reliable.
Oh, Guardian just involved in it. Twist will land quite a few shots on target, however, they finally finish them off as they go for that bomb plant through the smoke. Berg has to be careful, there is a CT still remaining at tunnels, he'll make that frag. Nade comes down towards the site to finally finish off the situation. Berg landing the shot. FlipSid are not playing bad at all here, they might be able to get another round. It's a 2-on-1 with Zeus remaining, he has the M4, he has to go really fast because he doesn't have a lot of time for the defuse, tries to go right through the smoke, gets the first shot, but the other terrorist is hiding behind shot here. He'll make the frag regardless. Dumas and Berg playing out of their minds this match. 10 frags on Berg, 10 frags on Twist, and that's 6 rounds that FlipSid I wouldn't expect them to get. I really wouldn't.
Well, I mean, it's basically just coming down to the fact that, I mean, Na'Vi are taking some calculated risks there. I mean, we saw that the margin there was so small, and that little engagement was seized, kind of put Na'Vi in a spot where they could have been a little bit more ahead than they were going to. So smallest of margins deciding things here, and in comes the push. It is fast and heavy in from FlipSid.
Beautiful entry frags there by Berg. Great entry frag from the Swede. I'll get the bomb planted once. Again, the B site has been their go-to tactic. FlipSid. And I think next round, Na'Vi are not going to have a lot of money to play with. For sure, Guardian won't have the op if he isn't able to save it this round. And I think FlipSid are already hunting for the guns. They're not even defending the site here. They know the round is theirs. They've made it 7-7.
That's such a... If FlipSid go
I wouldn't
through over Na'Vi, I'm going to get on my knees and pray to Gaben, because I don't believe in anything else anymore.
What are you going to pray to Gaben? What are you going to tell him?
I don't know, man.
Gaben.
I don't know. You got to be careful with this stuff. Because Gaben, I don't know.
I think he's a vengeful god.
He is very dangerous. Don't want to mess with him. Or you'll get VAC authentication error every day of your life, like Pasha did today.
Or every time you cast a game, it'll be delayed for 2 hours. You don't want that to happen.
The wrath of Gaben. Either way, it is a scary reality for Na'Vi. I mean, definitely you'd expect much more rounds than CT side, but we'll have to see if they're able to recover. We have another round for them to take it, potentially. FlipSid going in. Once again, Berg. His entries have been sickeningly spot on every time.
With a quick double frag in return as they push in towards the B site here. FlipSid cut between 2 pieces. The bomb will be planted by Berg. And that save the round before was really, really important for the CT side, because it's allowed Guardian to play with that off, and it's allowed some of the players to have rifles. BENDJI will take down Zeus, however, Edward will return the favor. Now it's a 1-on-2. Berg, the remaining player, he'll be shot down by Guardian. Na'Vi at least will come up into the second half with 8 rounds, 1 more round than FlipSid. But either way, 7 rounds is just a few too many, I think, to give FlipSid.
It is a lot, but again, pistol round. Let's see what they got in store. Obviously, you know, if they win the pistol round, now we're talking. It's very doable. If that's a loss for them, it's obviously a much different situation. It's one of those things where a lot of people are like, just why are you talking about pistol round, saying it's important? Obviously, it's important. Well, it is. It's just really important. I mean,
sometimes it affects the game a lot more.
It really does.
It affects the game a lot more in some matchups than it does in others. And in this kind of situation, especially when you're down, after you played you played the stronger side and you're not got that many rounds, you do need the pistol round. It's really important.
The thing that everybody wants to know is how is Na'Vi going to approach this? Because they're going to be on the T side, and I think that the T side pistol is really nice on this map because you can hit a site so fast. And for example, just rushing B, just something as simple as that can be very foolproof sometimes. And the thing is as well with pistols in this game is that it can just be very, very crazy and chaotic, and headshots are flying left and right. You just never know. Like sometimes the CTs get completely crushed because they missed those first 2 key entry headshots, but sometimes it's the complete opposite. Like you just never know. So hopefully Na'Vi don't leave it up to chance for their sake, and for their sake that they have something of a rehearsed plan for this. Because again, as it is so important.
Have they practiced this map? This is the question.
Yeah, I think Na'Vi have practiced this map definitely.
Very precarious situation for the Ukrainians to be in. Na'Vi have 8 rounds on the CT side. They might be ahead mathematically, but Counter-Strike-wise, only 8 rounds on Overpass.
Because Counter-Strike doesn't adhere to mathematics.
Of course it doesn't.
It transcends.
It transcends space and time. It's something more pure, more greater than mathematics, than logic, than physics. It goes past that. It's beyond that. It's greater than that.
It's not greater
than
Skins.
Praise Lord Gavin. No, Skins is like...
Skins is king.
Skins is like... You can't describe Skins, you know. It's beyond this universe.
They have a very real...
Whoever thought of Skins is just the biggest genius the world has ever seen. Yeah. Throw Einstein in one part, throw Newton in the other. It's the man who thought of Skins. And if it was Gaben, well, Gaben... Well, he's already a genius, but he's a super genius now.
That's a beautiful nade. What a nade didn't connect, but that was a beautiful nade attempt from Twist there.
He pushes through shot as well, even though they threw down that smoke. It's really ballsy play through the wall. He backs away. Smart thing to do. No point being caught off with a smoke between you and your teammates. So even if you lose and you get killed, you won't be able to get that return frag. You won't be able to make that trade.
So it is. He's actually picking up the bomb there, ferrying it over towards long or
they will be going towards the B site, yeah.
The tunnel, whatever it is called in your area of the world. It has many calls, man. There's so many different calls for that thing.
In your area, why do you think?
Hey,
if you speak English, all right, fair enough.
It's different everywhere. Either way, we're gonna see the entry from BENDJI, or rather the defensive frag coming in from BENDJI. That's gonna make Na'Vi's life hard. They're getting thinned out before they can even get through. They got to be careful. They got to rethink this.
Smoke coming in. I wonder what smoke that is.
What? The barrels there.
Oh, it's a smoke off shot from the A side here. Twist.
Oh, very nice.
Absolute destruction by FlipSid. They tried to push through from long B, and it just did not work out for them. FlipSid get the pistol round. FlipSid now on the stronger CT side have the weapons. They have the advantage. They should be able to string 2 rounds after this, especially if they stop the bomb being planted. And this is a really, really pretty much worst case scenario start for Na'Vi this half.
Yeah, picking the right moves on the pistol is very difficult, and hanging around too long. Oh no, it wasn't that much damage, but down to 78 now, Berg. And there's a little boost. Which play there on BENDJI, looking over towards Zeus.
Oh, it's a really good boost. But he has to be careful. If they go through doors, they might be able to see him, actually. They will be able to see him if they open the door. But he'll hear the door being open, and he'll turn straight away. Squeaky
door. So he will be fine.
These boosts are great. I love seeing these kind of boosts. Na'Vi getting ready to push through from short. They've got a few smokes and flashes. A lot of smokes, actually. A lot of smokes. They're going to completely smoke off the B site. I think right now, the aim of this round is to get the bomb planted.
Fire in the hole.
It's interesting. Instead of going for CZs, they've gone for smokes. They've got 2 CTs here on the A site. It's not too problematic because they can just rotate in a matter of seconds, really, and support their teammates in the B side. 40 seconds left on the clock. Maybe they're waiting for that smoke to dissipate before they do that B side execute, but they've definitely got a plan.
Yeah, they got 2 flashes and a smoke to work with, and as you said, the smokes are gone, and in they go.
Oh, Seas misses that entry frag, but they'll probably get it anyway. As Zende goes down, this is a really good start here. Zeus will get a frag on Twist. Very nice B execute. The B side is really the weak point for the CTs in this map. And BENDJI trying to land those shots. It's 3-on-4. Dumas comes in to support. The bomb's already been planted. The terrorists are playing it smart. They're still staying alive. They're stopping the CTs from going for that defuse. I mean, they do have a kit. Oh, this is really big here by Guardian. Edward gets the kill as well. Guardian with a double. They shut down that retake, and beautiful play by Na'Vi in this eco round. Absolutely very, very substantial round win. You do not expect Na'Vi on an eco round. Well, I mean, it's a forced buy, but on the second round to win on the T side of this map, especially after losing the pistol round. And FlipSid lost that advantage they had. They could have built up more rounds from it, could have built up some momentum, but Na'Vi still in the game with that win. And a great B execute as well. But I wonder how it'll be when they get AK-47s as well. I mean, with AKs, it must be even more brutal.
Oh, here we go. They're going to go in straight again. Just not messing around at all. Going to slowly get themselves in through onto that B bomb site. Look at this, they're staring down so many players. The smoke will help a little bit, but still a lot of work to be done.
They do make the frag. BENDJI takes on Zeus before going down. starix will get a frag, and so will Guardian. Not a lot of HP on Guardian, and Edward Berg, if he places his shots right, can probably steal 1 or 2 kills from Na'Vi before going down here. That shot, he gets 1 frag on Guardian, but Zeus will finish him off 10-8. Na'Vi 2 rounds ahead of FlipSid, and FlipSid now will be able to go for a full buy this round.
Yeah, the pistol, I mean...
actually, no, they're going to go for an eco again, I think.
Yeah, I mean, that's
that back.
Round after the pistol win, I mean, we saw like the full famises from FlipSid. One of the reasons why we see so many pistol buys in this game as opposed to like a game like 1.6 or whatever, it's obviously because the P250s, even just the P250s are so good against the FAMAS. If you're really fast on a rush, on an entry, that guy is going to have a really hard time with a FAMAS against those pistols rushing you. So it can be very effective. Na'Vi using that to its maximum potential. And into this round, we see the FlipSid now on the pistols themselves, but it's much more difficult because they can't really dictate the round with their pistols. They have to react, so it's always going to be a bit more difficult to deal with. Yeah. And Na'Vi are taking their time, moving up A long, as FlipSid do go for a little bit of a reposition. More players towards the A site now, over by Optimus, as James calls it, because he thinks the truck looks like Optimus Prime. But I think only he would agree with that.
I don't think anyone else in this universe calls it Optimus except James.
Yeah, indeed.
Well, let's make it viral. Let's make people call it Optimus. That's our next objective. Smoke goes down there by Edward and a flash by that, but the bomb is actually rotating towards the B site here. It is just to get the attention of the CTs. It just doesn't work though, the fake. It really just does not work. Dumas is in connector and in a very good position to steal a frag on Edward. Actually makes it. Picks up a free AK-47. Easy peasy. starix takes down BENDJI, however. Returns the frag. He knows that Dumas is here. He just got a frag. He'll take him down. Zeus is ready for that. He had that information. And it's a B-site push coming in from Na'Vi. They are able to plant the bomb. Retake coming in from the CTs as they try to push in towards the B-site. Going to their absolute deaths. And Guardian, Zeus, each get a frag, seized as well, takes down Berg. Na'Vi looking a lot more solid now, a lot more composed, and a lot more dangerous.
Certainly so. Well, off the back of that P250 that series of kills from Guardian that was so phenomenal to save the round there. And we are going to see, though, FlipSid Tactics in with the proper buy. Twist with the AWP. Guardian we saw was instrumental despite the lackluster amount of rounds that came out of the performance from Na'Vi, but we saw how much can be done with an AWP. Twist is going to take this straight onto towards the long angle hit. No one to be spotted just yet. And they did actually Molotov onto the barrel position, so that's an interesting. Just throwing it, for, with no push coming or anything like that. Very interesting.
I mean, they just want to shake the CTs around, keep them on their toes, keep them moving around, not able to kind of hold their angles properly and confidently. And it didn't really do much, to be honest. Twist is in a really good position.
I see the shake, but where's the bake? That's the question. Where is it going to come to a head?
Shake and bake. The thing is here is that they are aware of the fact they've got guns, hence why they've not peeked at tunnels. And instead they've gone towards A site, going nice and slowly, checking every single possible corner. Guardian's peeking from somewhere into A site. Yeah, it's a bit of a boost in Upper Parkway. And he doesn't see anyone. He'll throw that nade towards the green truck because there's always somebody in the green truck, always. And you can always Molotov it and nade it and kill that guy or move him out of that position. He has to be careful of that Molotov because the smoke's all over the place and they can defuse that Molotov. And the smoke's coming in from the terrorist side. It's a very fast A execute coming in, but Berg is going to stay alive. He's right in the Molotov. A's still burning. He gets 2 frags while he's pretty much on fire. Zende tries to frag them before they go in behind the truck, but this is a really nice smoke setup from the terrorists because they completely smoked off the CTs, but the retake should be real. It's 4 on 3 and they're in pretty much the same position. It should be really easy picking for the CTs. Dumas gets a kill, Zende with 2. The fuse comes in for FlipSid, but Na'Vi got the bomb plant and almost the round win as well had they been able to get a few more frags on the FlipSid side.
I mean, you look at that and you're like, wow, that's genius. They had all those smokes, CTs can't see anything, and they get the bomb down.
Kind of stuck.
But then it's like, and then the guys, we've got the bomb down, guys, and we're like you know, having a round of applause. It's like, but then it's like, but now what? We're like all stuck behind Optimus. What can we do? Optimus is not going to come and save us. So it definitely committed them. Yeah, it's a very awkward position to then be in. But it was a very nice way to get into the site and get the bomb down. So hopefully they move to that play later on as well, because I think there's a lot of potential there. Just need to be executed a little bit better. And but Na'Vi looking scary so far, but still with the AWP on Twist.
Huge frags from Berg though. Those 2 frags while he was in the Molotov were very, very important. Able to keep the cool and not jump out of the Molotov without making those frags.
Yeah, that was really nice.
That was really smart by Berg. Very, very smart. They go towards the A site once more. Trying their luck this time round. As Edward throws a flash in towards the site. Berg is in a different position now. He's not at the truck. Might be able to waste one of their nades. Maybe a Molotov from the T side. They've got 2 Molotovs. Boosting it. Guardian's boosted. He can see into the site, but the smokes will take away his vision. And Berg has forced himself back into that poor situation of being behind the truck. He can easily be Molotov there by the terrorist side. A execute, sorry, is being prepared. Grenade out. We've got a few Molotovs, 2 Molotovs to use. A few splashes as well and smokes. Getting the crossfire set up, seeing if they can get a frag before they push in. It's 5 on 5, 30 seconds left on the clock. The CTs are fully and utterly aware of this A execute, and the smokes go down. They're going to push through Berg. He gets Molotov. He pulls back just slightly, throws down a Molotov in return. And really, really great counter flashes from the CTs that kind of stop this in a moment. There's an absolute inferno here on the A side. They try to push through. Berg's in a great position to get a double frag. 3 frags here for Berg. Beautiful play. Can he make it 4? He gets shot down by Edward, and Guardian, he gets a frag as well. It's 2 on 3. They are able perhaps to plant the bomb in like the final moments, but he will be finished off by Zende regardless, who gets the double, and the defuse comes in from the FlipSid players. A bomb plant again by Na'Vi, but the round will go for FlipSid. They'll make it 11-10.
That free kill, man. The last bullet from Berg connected into someone's head.
Yep.
That was so decisive. That one bullet, just that was just crazy. I can't believe he got 3 players there, all lining up. I think they didn't expect that because I think they were a little bit short with the Molotovs, and so he was just like, before he realized that they're not going to expect this. They think that I'm gone from this spot, but no.
Exactly.
So a little bit off with the placement, and that's all it takes to give a decisive advantage to the way of FlipSid on the retake.
Twist again with that aggressive push and lower.
He hasn't got lucky yet with anybody going there.
Yeah, they've not pushed there while he's been peeking, but I think they might do this time around. They know that he's there with the AWP. That's why they're not really allowing him to make that shot. But C will go down to Twist's AWP. Nice little boost on top of the sandbags here. Smoke comes down from the CTs. Really nice CT play by FlipSid, who play a bit more of a passive CT side. They get that frag, back away. No need to keep pushing, no need to keep going aggressive. Berg with that sandbag boost to get a frag. He pulls back as well after making that frag. Now it's 3 on 5. They've got the advantage by far. Oh, beautiful by Zeus. Gets the shot just as the smoke lands and puts it back to a 3 on 3. Now it's very much more manageable now for Natas Vinci. They can make something out of this. The bomb's still near the B site. And I think he's just trying to get away without being shot by Twist. And he'll be rotating towards the A site. There's not a lot of time on the clock. He has to be pretty fast about it. He has to make sure there's no CT at connector either. There will be an A execute from Na'Vi once more, but this time round it's 3 on 3, not 5 on 5. And there's only a Molotov on Berg. It's going to completely smoke off Berg. He won't be able to see as they push in towards the site. They only have to check spiral staircase. And oh, how did Edward get shot? Somebody shot him. Berg comes up from behind. Twist gets a frag on Zeus. How did Berg make it there? Where did he come from?
Na'Vi.
Just from connector?
Yeah, and Na'Vi are in a lot of trouble now. This is getting bad. They didn't even get the bomb down that round. Only 2 frags. FlipSid are all over them, and they're feeling confident, and they're going to get an eco out of them. Or are they? Are they going to force it up? Guardian just bought an AK. He can't afford armor either. He needs $50 more for that. So he's going to throw it on over towards Edwards. So we've got a pause coming in. Do we know why the pause is
Lord Gaben
going
knows.
on?
Lord Gaben knows. I can feel it.
See if I can get an update for you guys.
We'll find out why.
We will do our best to figure everything out for you.
Check
And,
our Twitters.
This is the last map of Group D. Again, this decides who goes through with Virtus Pro. Is it going to be Na'Vi or FlipSid? Well, so far FlipSid is looking like much better. Their contention for the spot is much more real, as Na'Vi is slowly starting to fall to the wayside to what seems to be an unstoppable CT side from FlipSid.
You're right. 100%. But you know what's sad?
What's that?
I was just saying, and it was so sad that I pretty much interrupted you by saying it, because it was only on my mind. It was the only thing I could think of. I mean, your in-depth analysis, I enjoy it a lot, but I could only think of this.
Uh-oh.
This is the
What
last game.
I must have said something funny.
No.
Inadvertently, no?
No. It's the last game of the day, and it's the last game of us casting together.
Oh my God. Don't get sentimental on me again. Not again. This is the second time.
I'm just sad.
God.
It's sad. As tired as I am, it's been an absolute blast, and it's
a pleasure as always.
Yeah.
And
it
oh my God, this guy.
Always cracking the jokes. But yeah, it's been a huge pleasure casting with you, and hopefully many casts in the future.
Yeah, it's always exciting to get DreamHack as well.
Yeah, it's nice to do
it's a beautiful event, and so many matches I've got to catch up on tomorrow. Obviously, I don't have the luxury to like sneakily watch the main stream, whilst I'm casting.
Yeah, but you're lucky because you can watch the games tomorrow. I've got school. I've got university.
True. He's taking a flight like 6 a.m. so we can get to a lecture at 10. So good job. Yeah. Good job on
Tough
doing
life. That. Hard skins, hard life.
Well, you're doing medicine, right? So you asked for this life. You asked for this life.
But it's really weird that I came like all the way to London to cast it. It's surreal sometimes. It really is surreal. And a big thanks to FaceIt.
It's a pretty meaty cast, because today it's been like
almost 10 hours.
No, more than that. It's been 13 hours, I think, in total. It will be when we finish this one, I think.
Wow.
13 hours.
Oof.
It's pretty standard.
It's a standard day, well, not really for me. It's not a standard casting day for me. 13 hours, I mean, for you it is, because you do
the last month it was, I was doing that way too much than, yeah.
You make Kriparian look softcore. You know,
I don't know about
that. Hours that you spend.
I don't know. I don't have the food game yet. The Kriparian has. So
the one-hand food, the bananas and the nuts.
Got to work on that.
Yeah.
So we're still working on an update for you guys as well. Speaking of which, to see what. So we haven't received any update at all. So what we'll do here is we'll take a quick break, and we'll come straight back as soon as we have some information to update you as to what is going on, what the pause is for this match. I'll see you after this.
And we're back. Na'Vi versus FlipSid. All the players are back here.
I like it. It's a short break. That's good.
Yeah, so it's a little bit of a breather for us. But you were mentioning earlier, it's interesting that they bought an AK, that starix or Guardian, I think.
Guardian bought it,
yeah. Guardian bought the AK. Zeus has got a Danylo on him. So they just need a few weapons for the firepower. Oh, they didn't make that shot. Actually, they don't. They tried to go for that cheeky shot that Twist did in the first half, and it didn't work out for them. Zende instead taking on Edward, who's boosted on top of one of the other players. So they've already gotten the advantage. Twist dropping the bomb, throwing a smoke as well, but the bomb is picked up by the T's regardless. It looks like FlipSid should be able to make this their 12th round here, as they don't have a lot of firepower now. Zeus trying to one-man army into towards the A site here. Guardian still has the bomb. Twist rotates back up just in case Guardian's there to stop them planting the bomb, because when the game is this close, every single mistake will matter. And letting Na'Vi plant the bomb, that could be the difference between going through to the round of 8 and being kicked out from the tournament. It's surreal. It is surreal to believe that FlipSid had the same score as Na'Vi on Overpass, and now they're on the CT side. It's actually surreal to believe.
They've come a long way. Not a good performances, Na'Vi. We know the pressure on them right now. This is this just cannot happen. This cannot happen to Na'Vi. There is just no way. In no reality, because this will be something for them that they cannot accept as having happened. It's like, because it would just be such a shock to their reality that they could not make it through groups here. Because over FlipSid and MikeSMG, that's a really huge deal for them. That's gonna
group as well.
It's going to be incredibly painful if that actually happens for Na'Vi, and I will feel gutted for them because they worked hard for this.
Guardian this time around trying to win that 1v1 with Twist, and attempting to get the better of him here in Long Beat. Or Monster, people like to call it. Smoke goes down. That takes away the vision for Guardian. He's forced to move into another position. Terrorists are trying to see if they can get a pick on two. Zeus able through the smoke to get a flag on BENDJI, who for some reason tried to push short. Kind of just stayed back. CT's going for that boost as well to get the information, see who's running around squeaky and short. Edward playing around with a seesaw and just having a bit of fun in the playground while his team gets those frags. And now they're getting ready for a B execute. They do have a few flashes and smokes to play with. One Molotov on Edward. Smoke is renewed at Monster. They have to wait for that to dissipate before they can do anything here. They have to be ready. 30 seconds left on the clock. It's probably around the 25-second or 20-second timer where they will probably push through. It'll be 25 seconds, and they're going to push through. starix now here on shot. The Molotov goes down, then he gets a frag on Edward. Sees, takes down zende in return. It's a 4-on-2 situation. Zeus will get the other entry frag on Dumas as they pushes towards A side, but the bomb will be planted towards the B side. Guardian taking down Berg. Twist with the AWP. He's the only player. He gets a second kill. Twist is still alive. 9 seconds left on the clock. Zeus was getting the frag, and that was a huge bit of movement from Zeus going in from A side, getting that frag and taking down Twist before the end of that round because they could not get the bomb planted in time. 12-12. Na'Vi winning that very, very important round, keeping themselves in the game. The economy is pretty good here. They both have weapons, and this round is a very, very important one. The loser of this round is forced on Nico, and so the other team will be on 14 rounds. They'll be only 2 rounds away from actually ending this best of one. And it's really interesting that best of ones are having they decide the fate. It's such an important fate going to the round. Yeah, there's so much on the line, Beautiful by Dumas to push through, even though he got flashed by the terrorists.
It's a good format though that we have for the groups here. I mean, it means that there's never a meaningless match. Every match counts hugely, and yeah, it's how things go. It's how it rolls. It's live by the sword, die by the sword for Na'Vi and FlipSid here.
Hard life, hard skins.
The nature of the beast, and we're gonna have to see now if they're able to do something with Guardian. Now he has been instrumental. He's honestly been putting on some staff performances so far from Na'Vi in this match on Overpass against FlipSid. But we've also, as you pointed out, we're not seeing a huge amount of pushes or aggression from FlipSid. They've opted to play very defensively. Twist, I think, tiny starix there a little bit.
Oh, so we almost landed the second shot. If he had, he probably would have gotten the frag on starix. He still survives. Flashbang. Getting ready for a B execute once more. And the B execute, it really is the soft spot in this map. Twist jumping up and down. I don't know what he's doing. I think he's trying to see who's pushing in from short. From Monster by Na'Vi. Edward leading the way to go down, flashes into the frag, throws the Molotov in the corner. Actually, it's deep, but it's going to be diffused by light smoke. Zende with 2 frags. Guardian now. Oh, what a shot by Guardian to take down Zende. It's 3-on-3. It's all on the line here. Na'Vi against FlipSid. They have to try and hold the bomb. They have to make it explode or finish off the remaining CTs. But the clock is against them. BENDJI will get shot down. Zeus will get a frag on both BENDJI and Berg. That's really big. Dumas returns it with a double. Guardian is on his own. There's not a lot of time left. He has to go for the defuse. Guardian is probably aware of that. Dumas checks Monster. He doesn't know where he is, and he's deciding just to save that M4. They don't have money, and he's going to get the frag as well. Beautiful there by Guardian. Na'Vi will win that round, and now it seems perhaps a bit more likely that they might go on to the round of 8, because FlipSid now are forced onto an eco. No gun saved. Na'Vi will probably make it 14 rounds to FlipSid's 12, and then the pressure's going to really, really pile on.
Yeah, and there's not going to be an AWP for FlipSid after they lose this, I don't think. So unless they somehow manage to pick one up and save it, I mean, they're not going to be able to AWP. I would really like to see the aggressive style come into play for them, because it's going to be unexpected, and it is effective. But then again, if they're not confident with playing those strategies, then they should really stick to what they know.
But will be shot down by Zende. That's an AK-47 for the FlipSid team, but 2 frags already. Dumas is on his own. And it's an easy anti-eco by Na'Vi. They'll make it 14-12 here. They just have to keep control. Lose no more players. Lose no more guns. 14-12. FlipSid now. They'll be able to go for a full buy. They will have an assortment of rifles. No AWP on Twist, though. Just M4s and armor. And an assortment of nades as well. And this is it. FlipSid have to win this round, and they'll be playing a final round with pretty much nothing. It is everything on the line right now. Round of 8. Automatic qualification to the next major, and the ability to continue in this tournament.
And definitely it will be very impressive if FlipSid can pull this back, but Na'Vi, Guardian going to go straight in with the AWP. You wouldn't expect this. Oh, he misses the flick. Oh, but he doesn't give up anything for it, except the opportunity at a frag, and at least he keeps himself alive. But, a lot of Molotovs on the side of Na'Vi as well, and starting to run out of grenades for FlipSid, so they can't keep Na'Vi at the gate forever. Eventually they are going to storm the front, and they have to be ready.
Smoke renewed towards short here. While we were checking. Really nice.
Oh, that was great.
Puts down Twist to 31 HP. Edward alone is actually pushing towards the A site, perhaps just to put on a bit of pressure. He's actually backing towards connector anyway. They'll just keep the CTs focused on the A site as well, so they can't really commit towards the B site, which is where they're going to be hitting soon. Oh, Twist! Boosted up, we'll get a frag on Guardian. This is a really, really good start here. Throws down that flash just in case they put 3 shot, but it's a really slow push by the Na'Vi players, and BENDJI will take down Zeus. They already lost 2 players, it's 5-on-3. Na'Vi might have thrown this round down the rubbish. Zende will be able to finish it off. Takes down Season Edward.
Na'Vi
14 to 13.
They had that round. Like Na'Vi were looking really good going into the eventual take at the site. But they waited so long because of some of the nades, and then they were just kind of just waiting because it's Na'Vi, and then that jungle boost. Oh, that was beautiful.
That boost,
it was
really nice.
Very well timed, and that saved the round for them. And then it was just one after the other. So, and FlipSid, are they going to go for it? Are we going to see the aggression coming in, or are they just going to stick to what they know? Looks like sticking to what they know is definitely going to be the order of this round.
Dumas is there for more confirmation more than
yeah.
Probably not going to pick up a frag from there. He's probably see him and back away, land some shots. If he can get the frag, great. If not, he's already backed away anyway.
And look at the money for Na'Vi. If Na'Vi lose this round, they might just be cooked. They might be done.
They have to get a from the next round, even if they lose this round, so they can actually play the final round with something.
It will still be very, very limited. They need the bomb down, regardless of what happens here. That is a good point. The bomb must go down for them to have a chance should they lose this round.
Holding short, using the smokes and incendiaries to their full effect here at the CT side. And the terrorists are getting ready for a B execute. It's really been the most successful push forward. The B execute hasn't worked out whatsoever. I mean, they've gotten bomb plants because of it, but they've never won around. Smokes come down as they push through. This is the final hurrah by Na'Vi. They have to win this round or else they're going to be down. Economically, BENDJI get a fight, but the return comes in from down, and BENDJI will get 2. BENDJI takes down starix and sees Guardian with a return. BENDJI goes down. It's a 2-on-3 situation here. The bomb will be planted by Guardian, so they do have money for the next 2 rounds. Will they be able to win this round as well? Molotov right in the site. Guardian goes down to Dumas's M4. It's all up to Zeus now in a 1-3 situation. He was in a good position behind, but Berg is there to make the frag. 14, and FlipSid are going to make it 14-14. A bit of Go TV lag. Took a bit of a while for the score to update. but this game has gone to the wire. It is really, really close indeed.
And
the
look at
economy of Na'Vi is in a bit of trouble. I mean, they can go
even
for
got
the
it
force
down,
buy.
but oh my god, they've got nothing
They're
still.
going to go for the force buy.
Galil's coming in to play CZ. It's so oh my god. Now
this is not looking
from
good for
their
Na'Vi.
position, I think they should just hit an area just really hard and fast. I don't think they have much of an option to just take it slow.
This could be huge. This could be such an upset. This could be such an upset. I don't believe it. I don't believe this.
I think they just need to pick a site and go, because they can't mess around right now. They need their grenades to be in full effect when they push a site, because that's the only advantage they're going to have going in. They don't have the weapons. Usually you can say, okay, AK's better than M4s, but Galil's not quite. Not quite.
They're doing exactly what they did the round before, just trying to get those picks, waiting for those smokes to dissipate, trying to lure as many nades from FlipSid as possible before pushing into the site, and then they're going to do a B execute because the bomb's ready there. Siege has the bomb.
The great thing about the way FlipSid are playing is that if you're a T side that can't effectively find set plays to deal with what they have to offer on the site, then you're kind of screwed in a lot of positions. We can see them just sitting on both sides, and they're just like, well, come at me. They're not playing aggressive. They're not trying to like get picks. There's not like weird rotations going on. They just have solid holds.
But Twist was really punished for that push in lower tunnel over at Monster, because he's down to 12 HP because of Guardian. He's able to frag him right over towards the T-spawn part of the map, and it could have been really bad for FlipSid had Twist died earlier on and lost that orb. Molotov goes down. That's going to slow them for a few seconds longer. There's only 20 seconds left on the clock. That Rolex has to really work for them, because they don't have time to get the bomb plant unless they push really fast now. Zende's going to be ready to get the frag. It looks like it'll be the round for FlipSid unless something huge comes from Na'Vi. Zende with yet another frag. This is beautiful here by FlipSid. BENDJI takes him down. It's only up to Edward here. It should be the 15th round for FlipSid Tactics, and Na'Vi won't have enough money for the final round of this match. This is incredible. FlipSid could actually kick out Na'Vi from this tournament. It'll be yet another upset, but this one's probably a lot bigger than Penta versus iBuy Power. There's no doubt about that. We do not expect Na'Vi to lose against FlipSid Tactics. What has gone wrong in this game? I mean, there are so many rounds where you can just sit down and analyze the mistakes, but overall, the strategy of Na'Vi, what has been the problem?
I think
only 3 CZs.
I think FlipSid are better than Penta, but at the same time, Na'Vi on paper is so much better than the current iBuy Power lineup, I think, at least.
But FlipSid, they've just got a bunch of really talented players.
They do have a lot of skill.
Berg's been amazing. BENDJI's been amazing.
They're keeping it simple as well, which is what's good for this.
Oh, what
that
happened
looked really weird.
It looked really slow.
I think he's in smoke. I think
there's a smoke, right?
Yeah, I think there must be a smoke there. That looks super weird.
Because the T didn't see him, he didn't fire any bullets whatsoever. First frag here for FlipSid. It's the beginning of the end for Na'Vi. It might be at the end of their major story, this DreamHack Winter. A lot of fans are going to be very, very shocked with this performance from Natus Vincere. They were kicked out by Virtus Pro, completely demolished on Uke, but they did not expect them to lose against FlipSid in the lower bracket here, as this decider match looks like it might go towards FlipSid. But Edward, keeping the hope real. He'll get a frag on Berg. It's 4-on-4 now. A execute coming in from the T's. Edward with the Galil. He's got a good position with that Galil. He might be able... Oh, he just switches to the nade just at the wrong moment. Could have caught off one of the CTs. There's a bit of Go TV. Like Na'Vi are now pushing into towards the site. There's a Molotov down, and I think there's a smoke as well. Edward gets the frag on Zende. It's now a 4-on-3 situation. The CTs have a Molotov right deep behind the truck, so it'll be really tough for them to get the bomb planted, but they're planted on the top of the truck anyway. starix takes down Dumas. There's so much lag on the Go TV right now. It's 2-on-4. Na'Vi might be able to take this to overtime, as they do get the bomb planted, and they do have the man advantage as well.
So tense right now. This looks so weird as well.
It's surreal what's going on here. It's absolutely surreal.
Twist is alone now, and he's going to go down. That's the
game. Overtime. But what is happening?
God.
What is happening with the Go TV? It's like
it can't handle
ruined. It can't handle the drama.
It cannot handle it.
Look at the frags. All of the players performing. 3 players on over 20 frags for both teams. Zeus, Edward, Guardian, Berg, BENDJI, and Zen. And Berg has been phenomenal. He has been really, really phenomenal for FlipSid this match. 15-15. There's going to be a pause, as there's a problem with Edward. He went to the toilet. I thought he had a PC problem. He has a toilet problem.
Yeah. All right. Well. Wow. So a very small break there before we kick it off, and back into the match, and. Yeah, so very interesting situation coming out here. So there's still hope alive for Na'Vi. A very close call potentially, or still a very devastating result potentially?
I can't believe they stole that round with the weapons they had. I mean, FlipSid could have ended it right there at that moment. And I think FlipSid were just expecting the B site push, because every single round for the last 4 rounds, 5 rounds, now we just went for the B push, B push,
yeah,
B push. And they weren't ready for the A push, yeah.
Yeah, they actually had a few successful rounds on A. It was, I think, B era was much less successful for them, which is quite interesting. They obviously had a lot of great smokes for the A site as well. And it's something on the B site that seemed to be the problem was just hitting the shots, the entries. I mean, when we saw the reverse situation, I think it was like BENDJI, he's always the first guy, he's always entry fragging like a beast, straight through the tunnel monster.
Yeah. Him and Berg.
Always at least like 1 frag, often 2 frags on the entry. And this was something that Na'Vi were unable to actually do when they were getting into B quickly, make those entries. So generally it's kind of a crazy match, because both teams play it so differently as well. So yeah, it's really interesting to see how this is going to turn out in the overtime. I mean,
Na'Vi now have hope. It's like it's a reset. It's reset. So just imagine it. Sorry, my voice is leaving me now. But imagine it as if they're playing a new map now. It's like they're playing a new map. It's all reset, scores reset, money's reset. They have a chance to come back clean.
But they know how each other plays. That's the only difference, really. It's
the same map. Yeah.
That's always the dynamic of overtime. But the thing is I actually feel like FlipSid are better off in that sense, because FlipSid just played their game and they kept it really simple. And like, for example, on their defense on the CT side, we didn't see the pushes. It reminds me sometimes, you see this way of playing on Inferno, on Mirage, on Dust 2. Sometimes teams would just give up middle. Like, having mid control can often have an element of risk to it on most maps, because it's usually easier to be contested by the Ts. So what you can do instead is just say, let's sit on the sites, and then we'll just if they come at us, then we'll just deal with it. If they we'll even like have a situation where they don't waste loads of smokes to get into a chance to take a site. They'll have all the full setup that they want, and we'll just hold it like bosses basically. And that's what they're doing, FlipSid, and it's been actually working. And that style can work with some teams. Some teams do that very well. I think that's a team that can do that very well as well, that I've seen in the past. And NIP very good at that. Fnatic as well. Fnatic kind of good at everything at the moment. So
yeah, but they've got the best CT side. Fnatic, there's no doubt about it. But I think it's just a Scandinavian style of play. It's a very strong CT side. It's a nice passive CT side as well. Not as aggressive as
Fnatic have amazing decision making when it comes to exactly who needs to go where and when on their setups. They always have very efficient setups. It's really nice watching their CT sides, because when you watch them, you're like, wait a second, how are they doing so well? And then I go back in the demo and I look at it and like, how did they do this? And it's like, well, actually, it's just really simple. They just do it really, really, really well.
Really well and really consistently.
Yeah, that's it.
100% execution. That's the main difference. I mean, some of us might have the ideas, we might have the knowledge, but we just don't have the execution, and that's the difference. Fnatic have that 100% execution. That makes them the best team in the world at the moment, even though they did lose against Hellraisers in their opening match in the group stages.
Yeah, but that's more of a
different
testament to Hellraisers past. I need to watch that match tomorrow. I need to find some time so I can actually see what happened and just check out.
You won't have time. You'll be busy watching Hellraisers actually playing live in the tournament. So maybe after the tournament, yeah.
I'll find a gap.
You'll find a gap during. It looks like we are perhaps ready to go back into the game. I think. Yeah, we should be able to hop back in quite soon and finally conclude.
We need closure. We need to find out what happens. I don't want to be teased no longer. I just want to know what's going to happen so I can move on with my life and then go to sleep.
Will Na'Vi be able to come back from this and get the win that they were really? No, I was going to say born to get, but that doesn't really make sense.
That's a bit grandiose.
It's a bit grand, but I mean, they get the map win that they.
That on paper
on paper they should get.
That some would argue that they have earned, that they deserve.
Exactly, as a side, but FlipSid as well, coming into this match as the underdogs, have played absolutely.
So MR3, we're already into the first round here, and obviously the UI bug with the guns. Oh well.
Still got a bit of that Go TV language. It's a bit of a shame.
So yeah, it's MR6 10K. Let's have a look and see if they're able to pull this one off. Well, MR3, sorry. Max rounds 6.
Throwing smoke. I'm throwing laying down
Na'Vi will be able to get the first frag on Dumas. Trying to go for that cheeky push in lower part. Will be punished for that. Now the A site's completely under their control because they've gone for a B site stack here. This is a really good start by Na'Vi, who will be able to plant the bomb in the A site. Na'Vi, Edward checking upper parkway. Guardian pulling back using that AWP long distance. And they've completely smoked off this part of the map. CTs are getting completely demolished. starix chasing them down. Absolute massacre here by starix. This is a great start for Na'Vi, 16 to 15. He chased them down like dogs. That was amazing. Did you see that? They were completely flashed and just backing away, and he went straight for them. No mercy from starix at all.
So a good start there for Na'Vi, and the mini-map is back with us. It disappeared for that first round. I was quite concerned how he would fix that, but it's back. And
again, Dumas on his own in the A site this time. They're staying with that play. Berg did an excellent job at truck, and I think they're probably better off having Berg at truck in the A site. And it always worked out for them, having two guys, one in stairway, one in the truck, and then waiting and letting them hold until the retake attempt or the support came in from the guys on the B site. But instead, they've got Berg in stairway, Dumas near the truck. And it might work out for them just as well. As long as they've got Berg in the A site to support, it should be good. He has to be really, really careful, though, because he can be shot as soon as that smoke disappears. Guardian going for that peek. I think he does catch sight of Dumas, and he will make that frag. And as he gets the entry frag in towards the A site, Na'Vi looking a lot sharper coming into this overtime. starix with a frag on Berg. A site's open completely. Only 3 remaining players for FlipSid. It should be yet another round for Na'Vi here. As the bomb goes down, a bit of a flop because it actually hit his teammates more than it hit the enemies there. Seas goes down to Twist. Oh, and there's a comeback coming in. BENDJI gets 1 frag. He won't be able to get the second. Actually, Guardian taking him down. It could have been disastrous for Na'Vi had he got those 2 kills from the backstab. Great nade. Guardian with yet another frag, and Twist takes down Edward. It's 2-on-1. Twist is on his own. He has to go for the bomb. Guardian with a 4K. Beautiful play by Guardian. He is really on point now. I mean, the stress has gotten there. The pressure is really forced Na'Vi to play completely, out of their, just on a different level to FlipSid right now. They've
identified, I think, that A is a bit of an easier take for them as well.
Right now, yeah.
I mean, we saw, like you mentioned it, there's so many crazy takes coming in on, or basically blown up take attempts on the B site. And A just seems generally more successful. They seem to have highlighted that at the right moment. Couldn't have come any later.
I mean, they've gotten 2 rounds already on the T side. This is not a good start for FlipSid. And they're forced to play the final round just with CZs and armor. It's just worst case scenario now for FlipSid. They were this far from ending Na'Vi, from removing them from DreamHack Winter 2014, from pretty much ending the story that is Na'Vi in the last major of 2014. But Na'Vi with that phenomenal round, able to come back into the game, able to take this on to overtime, and winning the first 2 rounds, probably the third here, due to the huge difference in weaponry.
It's like a new energy to Na'Vi right now, new confidence. Something happened. I don't know, maybe like came back from the toilet with like a revelation, just like had some kind of crazy speech to his team, and the morale was boosted ninefold.
Took some interesting substances, perhaps. Brought some for his teammates. Oh, we're only joking. There's none of that in Counter-Strike, is there?
Well, I mean, Na'Vi looking really good. They have 3 players left trying to be sneaky, and
there's 1 CT right behind them here.
The timing
was just off by a few seconds. Had he waited for a moment longer, he might have been able to capitalize on that great little flank there. Dumas will be shot down there by Edward. Na'Vi making short work of the remaining FlipSid players on this final round of this half. They should make it 18 to 15. 3 rounds. Wow. They just need 1 round now.
That is brutal. Na'Vi, wow, I don't even have words for how much of a difference there was. That was so decisive,
transformation.
Like it was always meant to be.
Complete transformation.
Like there was never a doubt.
We're not going to play any games. We're not going to mess about anymore. We can't let FlipSid go through. This cannot happen. They won that final round. They made it 15 to 15. They took it to overtime and completely demolished them on the first 3 rounds of the first half, even though they started off on the T side.
Yeah, I mean, right now, FlipSid, they have to win 3 in a row to get another overtime. That's the reality that they're facing, and that's just absurd. That's absurd. That's going to be so hard. I mean, okay, it's not impossible by any stretch of the imagination, but Na'Vi looking very confident.
It's really difficult. It's really, really difficult. They have the ability, but
I'm expecting to see much more focus on B from coming out of FlipSid. They had so much success there. The thing is, though, are Na'Vi going to keep to this aggressive play? I mean, the thing is, there were a lot of rounds where it looked good, but at the same time, they still conceded a lot of rounds themselves. But the thing is that the dynamic when it's MR3 and overtime is just so weird because it's like, I mean, it's a little bit more random because you don't get so many rounds to play with, not as much money.
I mean, the thing is, right now, the overtime, it's been like a new map for Na'Vi. They've completely been revitalized. They've completely changed, and they look so much crisper and fresher. And FlipSid just look tired. They look slow. They're unable to land the shots. They're unable to hold the bomb sites. A site's been completely open, and they've been unable to defend it. And I think the mistake is that they went for the call for the first round by having a 4-man stack in the B site, thinking that was the smart kind of choice to make. And it really wasn't. It was far from making the smart choice. They only had Dumas in the A side. He was shot down. It was an easy A bomb site plant. And they were able to win the first map. And since then, first round, sorry. And since then, they've been absolutely unstoppable. FlipSid have no room for error right now. If they lose this round, it will be the end of their story. And coming from a situation where they could have ended Natis Vincere, they could have ended Na'Vi, the much stronger side on paper.
So here we go. Guardian going to make his way straight towards A. No shenanigans in Park this time around, in this round at least. And you can see FlipSid, looking for that B play at the moment, as expected. They did find so much success. BENDJI attacking looks like from short instead of the long area. And the setup for Na'Vi does look quite good. So it's going to be just up to the frags now. Who's going to be able to pick up those kills?
Oh, Edward's ready. Gets the first frag. Edward gets the second. He'll finally be shot down there by Zende. starix in a pretty tough situation here. Molotov's not been thrown behind the barrels. They've made the exchange and they've come out the top. The CT side. They have 1-man advantage. Guardian, though, with barely enough health. D is coming up from behind. He gets the first frag on Dumas. Twist is on his own. It could be the end for FlipSid. They qualified through the last-minute qualifiers, but Na'Vi will make an end to that streak that they had started. And it could have been a very, very different story. Overtime will be won 3 rounds.